Okay, theme song in three, two. And welcome back to the Constitutionals podcast. I'm your host, Chad White. If you didn't know, this is the premier podcast for the website cpluscomedy.com. Like I just said, it is a website. I think you should go there. All right, well, we're done with that. Sorry, I am clearly busy doing something else. I saw something that piqued my interest on Facebook Marketplace, and I fully started looking at Facebook Marketplace. Let's get on with it. What's been going on? Nothing much. I just started this, did this late. Had an interview with a television personality. So we will see when that comes out, because I do not know. Maybe it's this week. Maybe it's next week. I think it's this week. I also have another one to come out this week. Ugh. I'm just so busy. I just pulled out like 7 of my eyelashes. Oh, I haven't seen a movie in theaters in so long. In fact, let me go to Atom Tickets and see what's coming out. I know Gladiator 2. Oh, it's in theaters Friday. Okay. And there's also Red 1, which I will see. And then there's Wicked and Moana 2. There's 4 movies coming out so soon. And Sonic the Hedgehog comes out in December. I'll wait. I'm excited for that. The Sonic the Hedgehog movies are so fun, and they're so good. What's in movies? What's in theaters right now? Maybe I'll go see Red 1 tomorrow. So I have something to talk about. Wait, is this movie theater added to Landmark? I gotta stop looking at Landmark. Is it added to this? Oh, I think they added a movie theater near me to Atom Tickets. Oh, I'm definitely going to see the best Christmas pageant ever. I will not be seeing Heretic. There's no people of color in it. I'll see Red 1 at noon. Hell yeah. I'll go see Red 1. I don't know what it's about. I know The Rock is in it, and one of the Hollywood Chris is in it. And then, it does look like Wicked comes out this week too. Wicked and Gladiator. Oh, they're both 2 hours. They're both over 2 hours. They're both 2.5 hours long. I will not be seeing Mufasa. I have no interest in seeing that movie. I do want to see Moana. All right, well, that was a good couple of minutes spent looking at what movies are coming out. It's been a long time since I've recorded the show on time. And whose fault is that? Not mine. All right, let's get into some news. Ooh, I just got a little bit of a sting in my calf. After the gym, on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Well, Mondays and Fridays. I usually do something else on Wednesdays. After the gym, I go for a cool down run with Maverick. Before the gym, on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I do a walk and a run with Peloton. I do roughly 40 minutes of work before the gym on the treadmill 3 days a week. And then after the gym, 3 days a week, 2 or 3 days a week, we do another cool down run. That run has ballooned. It's supposed to be a cool down run. It's supposed to be a mile and a half. Because I need to drain Maverick of his energy. He's 2 years old, but he still acts like he's 6 months post the surviving the parvovirus. After he beat the virus, after he beat death, and then it was a close to death, but he could have died from the virus. But after he beats the virus, and he has all the energy in the world, and he's chasing Nova, and he's pulling on his leash and everything, he still has energy. When I let him out, and when I come back home from the gym in the morning, and I keep the crate closed, I've started opening it, keeping it open, from Friday night until Sunday night, to where he can walk freely in there when I'm in the middle of the night, when I'm sleeping and stuff, because I'm trying to build trust with him. I couldn't do that 6 or 7 months ago. But when I come home from the gym during the week, I lock it up because I cannot trust him. He peed on my mattress, on my Lisa mattress. It's an expensive mattress. Like within like the first month I got him. Twice. He did it twice. Anyway, so I come home from the gym. He's already ready to go. God forbid I spend an extra 20 or 30 minutes, because then he's going to be really ready to go. I unlock the crate. That man bursts out. The fastest thing. I picked him up this morning and his heart was just pumping. He's ready. He's still got that energy. Running with him is a treat. It's so crazy though. On Friday we were running. I got so mad at him. We were running, and I have to put on his e-collar when we run, because he just doesn't. He's scared. He's scared of the world. He has high anxiety still. He's scared of the world, and so the e-collar vibrating him and shocking him does keep him straight. But we were running down Edgewood in Atlanta, Georgia. We were running down Edgewood, headed back towards the Beltline. So we're running on the sidewalk, and we're about to cross the street. I get the sidewalk is not big enough for a very split second on Edgewood. And so I'm running in the bike lane, and he is running the bike lane for half a second. He gets up on the sidewalk because he's so scared. And it's kind of a protected bike lane, and he's so scared. And there's a stop sign, and he runs right in between it, which means the rope is right between it. The rope, the leash is the leash on my hip is right in between it, and we look cars all around us. We look so stupid because he rams into it, and circles it up, and he's like dragged, and I'm like, oh my god, I got so mad, like fist clenching mad. And I'm like shocking. I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Yes, it's cruel. I should not have done that. But in the moment, there's a joke that I've been thinking about since I don't watch a lot of live comedy, but there's a joke that I've been thinking about on Seth Meyers' Dad Man Walking, I believe that's what it's called, on HBO Go, on HBO Max. Excuse me, HBO Go. I went way too far back. On HBO Max, where he says, I'll never hit my kids, but sometimes if they're frustrating me when I'm pulling off their jackets, I'll just pull it off really fast. and they'll get their arms stuck. It's a very funny joke. I'm butchering it. Go see their special. Let's get on with the story. But that's how I feel sometimes with Maverick and Nova, is when I'm like, give me your, I take the collar off. I'm like, I pull it off with not collar, vest. I like pulled it off with effort. And he's like, or Nova, she likes to cross in front of me when I'm about to get her and Maverick's food. And she likes to deliberately cross in front of me. So sometimes if her tail is and I don't wear shoes in the house, obviously. So sometimes her tail's in front of me, I'll just step on, like, hey, don't do it. Don't walk in front of me. Just nice little, hey, your tail's right there. Peter's going to call me. Peter. This comes from Leslie Goldberg and Rick Porter at The Hollywood Reporter. Amazon is shutting down Freevee streaming service. I knew this was going to happen. If you asked me when Amazon started bringing Freevee into the Prime Video fold, Freevee Video, I knew this was going to happen. This is the thing. So Freevee is the free streaming video service that I believe Amazon acquired. It's the Amazon's free ad-supported streaming service. And now they're going to fold it into Prime Video. What should have been happening prior to this was Freevee should have been the free version of Prime Video with the ads. And then you should be able to go to primevideo.com or whatever and watch all of the Freevee stuff, and then they can show you, oh, hey, you subscribe to Prime, you can get this. You can get Bosch Legacy, but then on Freevee. But if you want to watch Bosch Prime, subscribe to Prime Video. Freevee's programming will still be available at no charge for users who don't subscribe to Prime Video, which is included in the Prime membership. I mean, this makes sense. Like, this is something that should have happened a long time ago. There doesn't. Freevee was IMDb TV before it changed its name in April 2022 to better distinguish it from its association with the online database, also owned by Amazon. This should have been the move initially. Prime Video launched an ad tier about 10 months ago, which is the paid version of Prime Video, and then you have to pay another $3 to go ad free. This is something I think, consolidation is going to be, this is what the entertainment industry does. It does consolidating, then it breaks things up, and there's so many, and then consolidating again, and it breaks things up. Look at not Verizon, look at Singular and AT&T and all that. Like those companies, and they came together, went apart. Paramount, which was Viacom, CBS, Paramount, they come together and they break apart. Things like that. I think there's such a proliferation of ad-free out there. Excuse me, not ad-free, ad-supported fast channels, free ad-supported television out there right now that in order to distinguish yourself, it kind of feels like you have to have a gimmick or something. In fact, I saw a Tubi commercial yesterday. Pluto's been around for a long time. Hulu used to be a free ad-supported thing, and now it's a paid thing. One of the most expensive paid things, $27 for the Disney bundle. It's insane. I saw that charge on my credit card. I was like, Jesus. Don't tell HBO Max. Don't tell Warner, but I'm still being charged a significantly lower price than what is supposed to be. That happened with Paramount Plus. When before it was Paramount Plus, CBS All Access, I signed up for the free trial and they never charged me. And I just had CBS All Access for years. I felt so special. And then when it went to Paramount Plus, it started charging me, and I was so mad. And yes, I'm a guy who works in television. But it makes sense, if this I always considered Freevee as part of one of the tiers, especially when it joined the Prime Video ranks. It makes sense. Pluto TV, for all intents and purposes, I think should be accessible via Paramount Plus. However, I do think that the channel lineup is way too bulbous at this point in order to be included on the streaming the live TV streaming aspect of Paramount Plus, which already has a comedy, action, drama, news, Showtime segment, and it has an 80s TV, 90s TV, things like that. But I feel like this is a great step for Prime Video because it's already a confusing platform. Like, truth be told, I go to Prime Video on the LG on the TV over there, and I'm only looking for things that I want to watch that are available to me. And then sometimes you can add a subscription. If I add Stars, or if I add Showtime or Paramount Plus, or if I add Max, then that suddenly becomes bigger, and it's still showing me things I can't watch unless you pay for or whatever. I just hate that. Anyway, this is a good idea. The launch of Prime Video's ad product along with Freevee programs being readily available on Prime may have made Freevee redundant. Okay, let's move on to the next story. Craig Melvin is going to be taking over for Hoda Kotb. This comes from the New York Times, written by John Coblin. Craig Melvin, who has been with NBC News for a very long time, is going to be succeeding Hoda Kotb when she leaves next year. The new role will begin January 13th. And he'll be teaming up with Savannah Guthrie. This is a great decision. Instead of going outside of the family, you have to keep it within the group. There are rumors that Savannah would. I don't believe these rumors are true, but there are rumors that Savannah would have left if when Hoda left, and she would have, because she would have been without her partner in crime. But to have somebody who's working alongside her, that's just the smartest idea. Cotby is going to remain a contributor on the show. I did not know that. Interesting. Craig is 45 years old. They say this is the steadiest route possible. He's been a part of Today since 2018, and he often joins Savannah and Hoda at the desk. He's the co-host of the 9 a.m. hour, and he used to be the anchor of the weekend edition. This is a great step up for him. I like Craig. He wears an earring. It doesn't bother me. I'm just kidding. No, this is a very smart job for them, and they announced it on the show, so everybody knows this is happening. NBC also said the fourth hour of Today at 10 a.m. would continue to be helmed by Jenna Bush Hager, even when Hoda leaves. She's going to have a series of rotating hosts until a permanent successor is announced. I'll join. I'll do it. I'm not doing anything. They'll have to pay for my home. They have to fly me to New York and pay for everything. This next story comes from The Hollywood Reporter, written by Alex Weprin. LeBron James' Spring Hill, Ben Winston's Fullwell 73 in talks to merge, and they did. It all came into fruition. In fact, I should probably go to my email account, and get all the... Oh, junket footage just came in. That's cool. Can't wait to hold on to that for exactly a month. Exactly a month is when this junket footage is going to come out. That's crazy. Okay. Yes. Added information. This comes from Variety, written by Cynthia Littleton. Fullwell 73 and Spring Hill Company join forces to grow in film, TV, documentary, live events, and branded content. The new company is going to be run by Maverick Carter, who was in charge of LeBron James's Spring Hill, and Fullwell 73's Leo Pearlman. I don't know why he's listed. Never mind. Leo Pearlman so Maverick Carter and Leo Pearlman are going to come together and lead this company. The deal is expected to close by year's end. Spring Hill, LeBron James's company, I think is a really good company for the things that they do. Both of these companies are known mostly for their reality-based projects. Spring Hill does The Shop, which used to be an HBO series, and now I think it's only on YouTube. And they're working on a docuseries for USC's women's basketball star, Juju Watkins. They're doing a Motown Christmas holiday special on Peacock and NBC. They also have Netflix productions like the show Starting Five and the scripted movies Res Ball. And, they even produced Adam Sandler's Hustle, which is cool. That's great. I like that a lot. Fullwell 73 is, again, mostly known for a lot of reality stuff. They do The Kardashians, which is on Hulu. They've done some concert specials like Adele's One Night Only, Elton John's Disney Plus thing, Ed Sheeran's The Sum of It All. It's like you've seen... Between the both of them, you've definitely seen any one of their reality products or concert products. It's really great and fascinating. This is this is much better than Disney buying Marvel or Star Wars. This is a pretty big step, especially since it takes away the pain of running. Let's pretend Fullwell 73 is a 30-person company and Spring Hill is a 20-person company. It takes away the pain of having to run so many arms of these and productions of these companies and like struggle and then just bring together all 50 people and probably turn into 40 people at some point and really just make things better and more efficient. Spring Hill was, I don't care about values. This is great. I like the idea. And, I think LeBron's a great basketball player. I think he and Maverick Carter are just fantastic business people. What they've been able to do with Spring Hill is crazy. And James Corden is a partner in Full Well 73, and they've done a lot of great entertainment products. Yeah, it's okay. I could be cynical about some stuff, but man, these people are smart and they're good at what they do. It's interesting because I've been doing the constitutionals for so long. I often get emails from a lot of podcast companies, and now more so than I did 11 years ago. But I get a lot of emails from podcast companies that are just crap. It's basically spam at this point. I'm going to report this as spam, and do not ever email me again. How dare you? This next one comes from our friends at Variety, written by Jennifer Moss and KJ Yasmin. AMC Networks, speaking of acquisitions, acquires full control of BBC America for $42 million. When I saw this, I just thought this is the best thing to happen for AMC. AMC Networks has proven itself time and time again that that even if you're on basic cable, you can thrive in the same way that HBO and Showtime have. AMC Plus, let's just take a step back. AMC Plus is a very niche streaming platform, and yet it brings together, I would say, I'm looking at AMC Plus right now, three really great products, along with three other very niche products that together turn into a streaming powerhouse. Something that cannot be rivaled by the likes of Disney Plus, that's trying to reach everybody. Max, that's trying to reach some people. Look, stop taking things off, David Zaslav. Paramount Plus, and I would say Hulu is the only thing that really kind of matches with what AMC Plus is doing. So AMC and Plus includes AMC, the cable company, the cable channel, the Walking Dead universe, Shudder, and the Walking Dead universe is like big now. Shudder, which is a horror-based streaming platform you can get on its own. Sundance Now, which is kind of like a douchey film auteur streaming platform, which you can get on its own. BBC America, which is British TV that's aired in America. And IFC Films Unlimited, which is, the other douchey film thing. But the fact that it takes AMC Networks plus Shudder and Sundance and brings them into one streaming platform is amazing. And the fact that you can get it on Prime Video as a channel. You can get it on Prime Video, on Hulu, on YouTube TV, on whatever. You don't have to use their app. This is such a good idea. And plus, I always equated BBC America with AMC. So now AMC Networks gains the remaining, it had 49.9% stake in the channel. Now it gains 50.1% in exchange for $42 million in cash. Wow. AMC Network says, quote, future contractual programming commitments to BBC Studios would have been significantly reduced had the deal been closed by September 30th, the final day of this last quarter, and $132.9 million of redeemable non-controlling interest related to BBC America, quote, would have been eliminated. Going forward, AMC Networks will no longer be making any related cash distributions to non-controlling interests. I don't know what that means. I guess they're saying, hey, we're not going to be buying things that we can't be in charge of. Or we're not going to be investing in things that we can't be in charge of. The sale of BBC America to AMC is perhaps indicative BBC Studios is planning a new strategy for its content distribution in the U.S. Yeah, I wonder where this leaves the shows on BBC America. I wonder where that leaves the Graham Norton show, and we know Doctor Who is already on Disney Plus now, and other shows that are like Killing Eve and things of that nature. In February, BBC Studios wholly acquired streaming platform BritBox International, which focuses on offering the best of British content internationally, including in North America. The streamer was originally found. The BBC also has a premium ad-free documentary streaming service in North America. Yeah, I don't know where this is going to leave BBC America. I do feel as though this is kind of, because what airs on BBC America, I was going to pick up my phone, but now I just realized I have YouTube TV and I can go and look what airs on BBC America. For some reason the show The Watch popped up. From my library, I see Snowpiercer, Orphan Black Echoes, which is a show that's been canceled, Planet Earth 3, Les Mis, movies like The Mortal Engine, The Hitman's Bodyguard. Yes, there was a period of time where I wanted to watch both The Hitman's Bodyguard and Hitman's Bodyguard Part 2. One of those movies I've seen twice. It was The Hitman's Bodyguard. True Lies, Young Guns. Young Guns Part 2. I mean, not much. So I wonder what they're going to do with the BBC America besides re-air 7 Worlds, 1 Planet. Or Last Chance Lawyer. What is Death in Paradise? Well, it'll be airing on Friday at 8:45 p.m. on WABE. And finally, The Onion buys InfoWars. This comes from the New York Times, written by Benjamin Mullen and Elizabeth Williamson. If you remember InfoWars, it's Alex Jones, that conspiracy theorist who once spoke about the mass shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School, who lost his defamation case in 2022 for $1.4 billion. He and his company, Free Speech Systems, I'm smiling because he deserved it. And now he had to, in order to help pay down that debt, had to sell InfoWars. The website that was about conspiracy theories is now a joke website about conspiracy theories. I wonder when they're going to relaunch it. The auction drew only 2 bidders. Walter J. Sikak, a Houston lawyer representing First United American Companies, a business associated with an online supplement store that bears Mr. Jones's name, bid $3.5 million in cash for InfoWars' website. Related websites and InfoWars' lucrative supplements business? No. The Onion Group did not release terms of the sale, but in the hearing, it emerged that it had offered less in cash from than First United. That's so funny. It won by including a quote credit bid, a pledge by Sandy Hook families who had sued Mr. Jones in Connecticut to forego for now collecting on a portion of the damages due to them. Wow, that's amazing. The Onion announced this in a tongue-in-cheek way. Their CEO, Bryce P. Tetraeder, wrote a little piece on the Onion website talking about why he decided to buy InfoWars. I believe the Onion is also getting back into physical print as well. The Onion purchase, backed by a wealthy gun control group and brokered by a Connecticut law firm steeped in Democratic politics, seems destined to fuel claims by Mr. Jones and his listeners that the lawsuits are the work of, quote, a deep state cabal set on taking him down. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to see what they do. However, there's one thing in concern about that. The Onion, and I know this was during a time where in which they were owned by a different company. The Onion is they've done things like Clickhole. They've done other parodies before, but they had to drop those, in favor of focusing on the Onion. The Onion, they used to have TV shows. They did a movie at one point, And all of that was great because it was in this time. It felt like it was all in this time capsule of when you could do that. And now all this stuff is so super expensive. I just wonder if they're going to be able to have the same focus, because they used to do a parody of the show, The Daily, the podcast, The Daily. And they used to put out a daily podcast, and then that stopped and Clickhole stopped. Actually, I don't even know if Clickhole is around anymore. Oh, Clickhole is still around. Do they own it still? Oh, wait a minute. It does not seem like it's updated constantly, but there's a lot of updated things. It's not like it's updated constantly. Is Clickhole owned by The Onion? For following, no, it doesn't look like it's owned by The Onion. They're only following a few other things. Anyway, I don't know. I mean, it all used to weave together, but we'll see if they're able to keep this up, because they're doing Joshua Johnson, the news reporter, is now doing Josh Johnson, I guess. Joshua, I think it's Joshua, is doing a video of like actual news reports for them that are all jokes. But anyway, we'll see where that lands them. Listen, if you like what you heard here, head to the website cpluscomedy.com, where you can see me talk to famous people. Sometimes I just record an interview. Oh, we have a couple coming out. And plus I got this disjuncted thing that was just released to me. So that's going to be great. If you want to see a video version of this show, head to youtube.com/cpluscomedy. You can see a video version of the other podcasts there, as well as the interviews. LinkedIn Logs, which is the jobs podcast, and Late Night Lately, which is the late night show. You can follow us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Blue Sky at C Plus Comedy. Me at Chad Blackwhite. Thank you so much for listening. Goodbye.